You know, in life, you go on a journey, and, you always want to be part of the crowd. But if you are always considered the outsider, not one of them, then they'll mock you, make fun of you, and not let you be a part of their group. They bully you. Well, those are the ones God uses, because they're used to being stepped on, beat, talked bad against, accused of being crazy or wrong. But really, they're chosen by God. It rained, so I was looking to see what was in the creek. But you have to realize you're in good company if you've been done that way. Because you know how Jesus felt. Well, two can't walk together unless they be agreed. So if you agree with how you've been treated, then you've drank the cup that Jesus drank from. Many want to claim they've drank that cup, but really, they haven't. Oh, it's a green stone. You see, when you go on a treasure hunt and you go looking for precious gems, you find many things on your journey. Now, you find things that shouldn't be here. And those things are thrown out. But then you go and you find treasure, things that can be of value. And sometimes things may not look valuable until they're cleaned up, refined, go through time and pressure of crushing. What we're going through today, see, what was meant for evil is going to be used for God's glory. You may look like this now, or used to look like this, but when a stone has gone through the tumbler, it comes out beautiful. Something I realized, that tumbler, the circles within circles, the wash pot. The four living creatures that go around the throne, holy, holy, holy. And they become stones of fire. Can man take fire in his bosom and not be burned? Can he walk on coals of fire and not be burned? Because I can tell you, on the mountain with Moses, Moses was told to remove his shoes, for where he stands is holy ground. Wow. I don't know if anybody else got that. The power and majesty of God. Look at this one's been opened. This is a geode. As well as that, this is what the children always come and look for after the rains. Wow. The rains of destruction pull up the treasures. Can you guys believe we're in this time? Look at this rock. The band that's in this rock. I've found several of these, and they absolutely fascinate me. The children find them fascinating too. That's made by God. There's so many treasures, and they're different treasures. That's also a geode that broke open. Look for this. This is what a geode looks like. If you ever go to a freshwater creek, this is what you look for. And if they're in a ball, a circle, with the outer rough edges, once they're broken, you can find treasure in them. Now this one, before it was broken, there may have been little gems that were inside loose. And sometimes you can shake them and hear them rattle. And other times, where the cracks have water come in, they don't always make a cavity quite yet. There may have been one somewhere. And that actually, if you can see, has a crack. That could actually be opened again. I'll save that for the children, because they absolutely love breaking open the rocks. But you know, different rocks, different stones have different treasures, different colors. Reminds me a lot of the coat of Joseph, the coat of many colors. Peoples that come together from many nations to make Joseph's coat. Look at that. Wow. Most don't know what to look for, but when you have an eye, that's questionable. I feel rough, but I'm not quite sure. Those are the ones the children will break open. And sometimes, even though it's not a geode, it still looks pretty amazing inside. With the coat of many colors, as the sand of the sea. Y'all, it's the different nations, the different tribes, the different tongues, which is language. Wow. Sometimes you can't see till the trees in front of you are removed. We're going through this testing time for a period, because just like the forager that does precious metals, and you can even go to one that does, you know, the refining of precious metals, and ask to watch them, and you'll see how even though all around you there's fire, and these precious metals are put in the direct middle of the fire, like look at a hurricane, how in the middle of the eye is calm, but all around is bands of chaos, destruction, water, wind. But when you really see how God holds you in his hand and carries you through the fire and trials and tribulations of life, brings the refinement. It pulls away all the dross, things that are not of God. And he has to hold and watch meticulously so it won't be destroyed, be marred. He knows the exact moment, the twinkling of an eye, that each of us needs. Some people can endure more than others. The biggest battles are given to the strongest soldiers. But when you go through that and you come out on the other side, and all the filth and muck is washed away, And this will all get washed away. All these leaves that are piled up. But it's good for critters. Because then the critters have somewhere to hide. But when this is washed away, they have to find different hiding places. But the time that we're in right now, there's no hiding. God's light's shedding every single place. There's nowhere to hide. And the only place to go to run from God's light that casts not shadows is into outer darkness. Well, that was one, but it wasn't refined enough. And believe it or not, they can still be somewhat refined tumbling down this creek during the rains. It just takes longer. That's why it's better to be refined sooner. Because everything, no stone left unturned. Every single person has to go through it. The more you avoid it, the worse it gets. Don't believe me? Ask Jonah when he ran from God. It's pretty neat. With a white geode. Huh. You don't run. It's Jonah and you rig fine. Do you get a white stone with a new name? By having faith and obedience? Because I'm going to tell you, obedience is required by God. If you think you can go to a holy Father as you want, whew, I wouldn't do that. That's not wisdom. He can utterly obliterate you like you've never existed. I'm not sure if that's concrete or if that's actually a stone. There are some pieces of concrete in here. Because a holy Father demands respect. And those of you who have had a father, or should I say an earthly dad, that's made by man. That looks like a white, looks like it was made white. Let me see. I think they made that with boards. It's a brick. Wow. Pretty cool. But anyway, it's fascinating what you can find. This really hasn't fell much more now. You can see the exposure of the earth. Of course, when we have these massive rains in the spring, that may change. God knows. I don't question his work. Gotta walk by faith. He knows everything. There's nothing that can be hid from him. No tunnel, no cave can be hid. There's nowhere to hide from the light that goes out everywhere. Heaven touching earth. God's will to be done. Wow. It's pretty neat. This is the tree that was struck by lightning. And you can see, oops, this is a branch that's in the way. It's already down. Now I can see better. Get over here. Look how deep this is. The trees up there. That tree was struck by lightning. You can see the evidence of it. Wow, even that tree was interrupted with the lightning being close by to it. Then you'll find little treasures. Makes you wonder who planted those there years ago. But the waters take the ground down that's built up, exposes things. I haven't been down this way in a long time. There was a tree down it, finally gave